everyone, it's Carissa at Sprinkled with Glitter, and I am here with a Christmas project for you, but this project could be used actually for any time of the year, but I'm just making it with a Christmas theme. And I'm going to show you a gift card holder today using this business card holder die from Lifestyle Crafts. I was in my craft room the other day and I kind of pulled this out and I thought, what could I do with this? And I started experimenting, and it turns out it's the perfect size for a gift card holder. So I wanted to show you here, I'm actually going to create two of these, and I've cut one out in craft and one out in white. Now you can see here that I have part of this tab cut off, and that's because it will still work. This is a half of an 8.5 by 11 sheet here, and I just wanted to show you that you can actually get two of these on an 8.5 by 11 sheet by cutting it down the middle. You will lose a little bit of this tab, but I've experimented with it and it still works just fine. You have enough room for adhesive and everything. So I'm just going to pop this out of the die and show you. I just ran this through the die cutting machine, so this is actually how it comes out from the die. And this has the perforated score lines for you. So these are very quick to assemble. I'll show you here. It only takes a second, and it's actually the decorating of it, how intricate you want it to be, that will take the time. So it just folds up like that. Let me actually move this for you. Folds up like that, and then this just slides right in there to make the closure. So I just use a little bit of score tape on these to hold them closed. So I'm actually out of the 1/8 inch, which is the little bit thinner score tape, but that's okay because I can just tear this down the middle here. And you'll see that this allows me plenty of room to still adhere this. And then I just close it up, just like that. And there creates my little envelope or pocket business card holder, whatever you want to call it. And this is my Starbucks gift card, and you can see it fits perfectly in there, and you can just close it up. So I have two of these here. I'll go ahead and assemble the craft one, and then we'll start decorating them. Okay, so I have them both assembled here, and you can see these are my little holly leaves and berries over here. These are actually from the Holly Punches die from Lifestyle Crafts, and these are great because you can put them through. There's several on the strip there, and you can cut several at one time. It makes mass producing really nice and easy. So I've cut them out of a couple of different green papers and then some berries out of some different reds. But we'll go ahead and start working on the base of these. And on the craft one, I'm actually going to do a little bit of gold embossing across the front of this. So I'm going to take this stamp here. It is from the Penny Black Puzzle Parts. It's this one right here. And I am just going to ink this up with some Versamark ink, that bottom there, and stamp it down. I'll bring in a piece of scratch paper here, and I will coat this design with some gold embossing powder. Now my gold embossing powder is in a jar, so I'm just going to pour it right on here, and then I'll just flick it off real good. Then I'll just heat set that. Now I have the gold embossing powder out, I went ahead and embossed this sentiment from Technique Tuesday. It's from the Jingle All the Way stamp set, and I just did that on a piece of cherry cobbler cardstock from Stampin' Up. Now you can see that this is a little long, and I'm going to work on all that in just a minute, but I'm going to bring in these holly leaves here, and I'm trying to decide if I want to use the darker green or the lighter green. I think we'll use the darker green. And I am going to bring in my Martha Stewart mini scoring board, and while I have this out, I'll do the leaves for both gift card holders. But I'm just going to line up the points of these holly leaves and just create some score lines on them, just to give them a little bit of dimension. That's going to allow me to kind of fold them up and pop them up and just give them a little bit of dimension here. So you can see I did that, and now I can kind of fold these up like that. In my sentiment here, some holly leaves here. I'm going to cut this down just a bit. And even though this is overlapping the opening, I figured out that if I only attached one side, I can still make this work just by, you know, kind of only attaching one side. So I think I'm going to try that out and see how it works. We'll just put that back in there. We'll get our holly leaves here. These leaves make a really great kind of corner piece here. So I'm just going to kind of do it where it's kind of coming around that corner there. Then I'll put my berries over the top. And then I'll just kind of tuck this sentiment just right in there. Maybe pull this up just a slight bit so I can get it tucked all the way behind that leaf. There is my craft one, and I think at the end of both of these I'm going to go back and add some either glossy accents or stickles to the berries on these, but I'm going to start working on the white one next. So I'm going to bring in the white one, and I have this wood grain background stamp. This is the Stampin' Up! Wood grain background stamp, and I'm going to grab this Going Gray ink from Stampin' Up! As well, and I'm going to ink up this stamp. Now, these stamps are sold on wood blocks, but I don't mount mine on the wood blocks because that just saves me a little bit of space in my craft room. And I usually stamp background stamps with them laid flat on my craft table anyway, so it works just fine for me. Bring in a piece of scratch paper here, and I'm just going to lay my gift card holder right across there, and then I'm going to use a piece of scratch paper, lay it over the top, and just kind of rub all over that to make sure I get that ink transferred to the gift card holder. So I have this stamped, and I'm just going to bring in some red and white baker's twine on here, and I'm just going to wrap it around just a few times on this side over here, and I'll just tie it in a little bow. That cute little festive baker's twine on there. And I'm just going to take this and shift it all up because I'm going to use the holly leaves down here in the corner again. So, and I already have those with the foam on them, so I'm just going to put those here, just like that. And then again, I'm going to create the little banner. Then again, I'm just going to... Okay, and so I'm just going to bring in now this piece of red cardstock. It matches the red berries. And I'm going to use this, it says Holiday Cheer Sentiment, and it is from the Paper Smooches Christmas Sampler. Yes, that's the one. Paper Smooches Christmas Sampler. I'm going to emboss this in white on that red paper, and I just love the look of the white embossing on red paper for Christmas. I think it's so festive. So I'll just ink that up again with my Versamark ink. And this is the little mini stamp press from Martha Stewart Crafts, and I love my big stamp press so much. I thought this would be a good little addition to my craft stash. So I picked it up the other day. So I have that stamped on there, and then I will just put some white embossing powder over that. My white gel pen and just put a dashed line along the bottom of this sentiment piece. I'll just use my scissors to create a ribbon edge on this. I'm going to trim it down just a little first, and then I just cut from each corner into the center, just like that. And then this is also going to just tuck kind of back here. Behind all that, we're going to shorten it up just a bit. Okay, and now I'm just going to add a little bit of shine to these by adding some stickles to these red berries. Make it very festive for Christmas. And then instead of the stickles on the darker red berries. I think I'll just add some glossy accents to those just to kind of make them shine just a little bit. And so here are my 2 finished gift card holders for Christmas. They're really easy and fast to put together. Like I said, you can take as much or as little time as you want decorating these, and they're just something really fun. You can attach them to the top of the gifts or whatever. If you're including a gift along with another gift, they make a cute little decoration on a gift bag or a gift or anything like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.